Hey guys, I know you're looking at a black screen, but that's because I'm going to be starting an audiobook series. So I'll have my regular content, my specials when I feel like posting them, and then this. This series is going to be the inspirational writings of C.S. Lewis, Surprised by Joy, Reflections on the Psalms, The Floor Loves, and The Business of Heaven. Partly because I wanted to read this book, and partly because I felt somebody else should hear it, and partly because I want to read it aloud. This episode is going to be the preface. It has occurred to me that this is written in possibly a higher reading level than I have. So, I might come in and annotate. For those who, like me, find this a bit more challenging to read. And I will try and read it slowly. This book is written partly in answer to requests that I would tell how I passed from atheism to Christianity, and partly to correct one or two false notions that seem to have got about. How far the story matters to anyone but myself depends on the degree to which others have experienced what I call joy. If it is at all common, a more detailed treatment of it than has, I believe, been attempted before may be of some use. I have emboldened to write of it because I noticed that a man seldom mentions what he had supposed to be his own most idiosyncratic sensations, without receiving from at least one, often more, of those present the reply, "What? Have you felt that too? I always thought I was the only one." The book aims at telling the story of my conversion, and it is not a general autobiography, still less confessions like those of St. Augustine or Rousseau. I'm not exactly sure. Rousseau. I can tell you it's probably French. That's about it. This means, in practice, that it gets less like a general autobiography as it goes on. Okay? In the earlier chapters, the net has to be spread pretty wide in order that, when the explicitly spiritual crisis arrives, the reader may understand what sort of person my childhood and adolescence had made me. I see. When the build-up is complete, I confine myself strictly to business and omit everything, however important by ordinary biographical standards, which seems at that stage irrelevant. I do not think there is much loss. I never read an autobiography in which the parts devoted to the earlier years were not far the most interesting. Okay. The story is, I fear, suffocatingly subjective. Well, that's always fun. The kind of thing I have never written before and shall probably never write again. I have tried so to write the first chapter that those who can't bear such a story will see, at once, what they are in for and close the book with the least waste of time. And we will not. But I am going to tell you how many pages the first chapter is, so we can get an idea of video length based on this video. So, chapter 1 goes from pages 4 to 13, and if that is the average length of a chapter, I'd say videos are going to be like around 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. It is an audiobook, so there is that. And you will have my commentary. If you don't want my commentary, I have no clue where you can find this. This is on our bookshelf upstairs. So, I hope you will enjoy this audiobook series, and I hope to do more books in the future if I find them. As always, God bless you and have a good day.